on like to follow up and see if there are different skits available, and I would make that person a moderator. Um, I mean, being a moderator, it's not paid, but it just feels good. So if you're here all the time and you don't mind checking your phone or iPad or laptop to see if new skits pop up, would you let me know? And I'm going to make you a moderator. Okay? And I am switching up on some of the other moderators. And Gwen is our lead moderator, and Angela. So um, Angela does a lot by keeping the chat going. Thanks everyone for joining NONYASISCHAT chat. I do appreciate you. So Angela and Gwen. Carla says, Nonya, please watch the skit when Melissa asked Dave, what is it about Amber? Girl, I have watched that skit like 5 times, if not 6, because I was looking for details, details, details. Did you see something, Carla? Oh, I have seen it. I probably memorized it. Mm-hmm. I am not kidding you. When they first started, I watched all of those skits multiple times, looking for clues. And oh, yeah, I definitely saw it. Mm-hmm. If that's the one when they're sitting on the, what is that? Not a bench, but it's I wish, Miss Fatal, I wish. I send her a DM all the time. Miss B is coming on, George, and she's going to join us today. She comes in on Wednesday sometimes, not every Wednesday, but she comes in as a guest because we don't want to have 2 content creators at the same time. That can cause problems. I wish it were, but I sent her. That's funny because I did send her an a DM on last week sometime, and when she did her live, and then I sent her a DM. But then on the live, I said, "Would you please subscribe to my channel?" So I don't know if she reviews this stuff later or not, but I sure did ask. I have no fear. I have no fear. I'm careful, but I have no fear. I sure did ask her. And if I see her again, I'm going to ask her again. George, would you do that? Okay. Then I'm going to, I don't think I can do it from here. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. So, actually, I know so. So, George, if you would, at the end of the show, go into the comments, because in the comments is where I can set a moderator. I can't set it anywhere else because there's a lot to finding the people, and I lost Angela C, and I have to go look for a comment for her so I can put her back on because I was doing some revamping. But George, would you please, and then just make a comment, even it don't have to be when the show is over. So even like later in the day, whenever you get time, just make a comment, Nonya, I'm here, anything. It doesn't matter. But make it in this particular live in the comment section that pops up after the live, not the replays but the regular comments. And then I can set it. And I know, Antoinette, I'm going to try you again. But are you going to be here would be my question, because, sometimes I do need to ask people to do things, but you have been at the wind down a lot, and I do appreciate that. So, Antoinette, put a comment in. Let's try it again and see what happens. Because I looked at your name and it looked fine when I looked at your profile. Well, not your profile, but you know what I mean. When I looked at your channel, it looked fine. I didn't see an error. And I set yours 3 times. So why it kept popping off, I don't know. So if Antoinette and George, type a comment in when the comment section comes up. That way I can set it as moderator. Okay. Antoinette, okay. And George, you got it. Thank you. So let us know. And I was waiting for Miss B. Let's see, before I say what I was going to say. Nonya, I'm listening. I know. Carolyn, I know. I know. I keep up. Believe me, I keep up with you, lady. And then I'm always looking for your. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? This is something new from Carolyn. I'm helping my 87-year-old sister. Okay. In her assisted living facility. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Hi, Hope. Welcome in. But Carolyn, that's fine. And you do keep the chat going. And that's an important thing for us to do. But I'll do it when I'm able, nonetheless. So thank you. Because the reason that I ask is because I can't go and check my phone back and forth. Hi, Trapstar, welcome in. I can't keep checking the phone to see if there are new skits, right? So something may pop up that we need to know about, and you can type the title in or something, and then people can go and look at it even while the chat is going on. I mean, I don't, do you, right? So that would help. Hi, Eklund. Welcome in, girl. Eklund is in the house, everybody. Good to see you, Eklund. Thanks for joining us. And Miss B is going to pop on this morning and hang out with us. And then so far that we know, she will be in the starting next Saturday, not this Saturday, but we'll confirm with her. I think she's going to start doing lives. So Miss B is going to start doing lives. That's the current plan, unless I get something different this morning. So at 9 o'clock, when I usually do the tea with me, on Saturday and Sunday, Miss B will be doing lives. That's the current plan. And please support her, okay? Because we know Miss B doesn't do lives. So if she does go ahead and do it, please, just give her some support. That would be beautiful. Let me see if she's here yet. Okay. Well, Antoinette, in order to do it, I need you to make a comment in like a comment section somewhere. And I know you do because I've changed you to a moderator before. And then it pops back gray. And I did it 3 times. So just put a comment in whenever you can, because you're at work, I think. And remember, I have like so many comments. So I want to make sure I see a comment so I can do it. Good morning, Nature. Michelle was double checking on Ben and Darren. That was funny. Oh, she's got some evidence on Ben. Trust me. I'm sure she does. So I hope, Antoinette, you heard me. Angela, your moderator wrench is gone. So Angela C. So if you would, when this tea is over, I'm going to ask you to just make a comment so I can change you back to a moderator. So I don't know what's going on with the moderators. I do know that it's happened to a couple of other content creators that I talked to. So Angela and George and Antoinette, please put a message in the regular comment section, preferably in this one. So when I see it, I can turn your moderator wrench back on. Okay, yours, Angela. And George is going to be a moderator. And hopefully Antoinette's will stick this time, because this will be the 4th time. And Antoinette, I really don't know. No idea. Okay. Okay, Angela. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. And then I was trying to find your cat, but the cat wasn't coming up either. Your face. And I thought, well, did she unsubscribe? Where'd she go? But you never came up, and I thought, I'll tell you when I see you. Okay, I'll bring it up. And then let's go, Ben. Hi, Denise. Yeah, if he keeps messing with Michelle, he's going to be in a world of trouble. I don't think Michelle is the one to play with. So, Angela, again, I don't know what happened. I searched for you this morning. I searched Angela C, but I couldn't remember the last three after the C, and nothing came up. So, just give me a comment in the regular comment section. And guess what, everybody? We made the hours. I'm going to give you an applause. And you know, I don't like to do the applause. I do it for Angela Atkinson. And this time I'm doing it for you as well. Okay, so give me a minute. Let me go dig down and find it. So, what I did, tell you what I did. This is what happens when you wake up at 5 or 5:30 in the morning and you still half asleep. So I go in and I check to see, you know, because yesterday I think I only needed 60 hours. Now, this is my fourth try. I have changed my platform completely with the tea and the wine. So, and then I was changing the titles, right? And then I thought about it last night. I need to make the titles better. So I did maybe 10 of them this morning, you know, at like 6. And I put in, you know, a topic, but more specific topic. And, but before I did that, why did I push the reapply button? So anyway, they have my reapplication. And so now I just wait. It always says 30 days, but hopefully it won't take that long. So when I get off of here, I got to go finish the other 40 videos or live streams. I've got to go and change all of those, the title itself. So if you don't see Tea with Me, it's still Tea with NONYASIS, okay? But I've got to make them specific so the algorithm knows exactly what we do. Because if you notice, my channel, I know that Auntie Riri's channel is different, but my channel is totally different than anybody else's. New skit. What do we have? Larry and Bethany, what are they doing, George? Because right now, until I go live, oh, thank you, Nature. They took it. Whether they approve it, I think it's going to depend upon my titles. But we did it. I could not have done it without you. I mean, they'll snatch away 1,000, you know, hours, but I am determined. And if I have to sit here and listen to it, I don't mind, because I actually make myself better by listening to my mistakes. And I do make mistakes. I'm human. Or I'll slip and call you, I don't know, I might call Angela Amber. So if I do something like that, just ignore it. I mean, it's just me being me. I'm not fake. I'm not phony. I'm not perfect. I don't try to be, you know, I just be me. Thank you, Gwen. And I was going to tell you that this morning. Yes, I was. And I was going to tell you about the moderators, Gwen. And then I started doing something else because there's so much to do. But I've got to get these titles changed. So whenever they do hit my channel, it'll be in sync. So we did it. We did it again. You guys have been there for me. And I mean, we understand what the first error was with that second channel. But after that, I thought, what's missing? And then I wanted a brand new, fresh idea. So this one is basically the tea about, say, Amber and Anthony bank accounts or something, you know, something. But, and then for the wind down, I did basically the same thing. I did Bethany did something, you know. So, because I only have, I think, like 50 characters. And then I have to put Country Wayne, his name in there to give him credit. So that's a balancing act. But yes, you guys, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And another piece of news. Let's see, is Miss B here yet? She had to take a phone call. Oh, thank you, Angela. But I don't know yet because they always give you this message that says, we'll let you know in 30 days, but they don't take 30 days. I just hope that they say, okay. I mean, because I know my channel is different, and I know that I do lives. I never do pre-recordings. Not that I can't, maybe later, but I love the interaction with all of you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for watching the replays and the videos. I mean, and I know Carla, I know you guys watch. And Angela Atkinson, I know you guys watch. And I thank you. Thank you, Miss Fatal. So I hit the button, when I hit the button, I was still in the bed and I saw it and I was, like, okay, it's going to go through. But thank you, Angela. But I hit the button and then in the bedroom, it said, try again later. So I figured there was traffic, internet or whatever. And then I got up, I came in here to set this up for this morning. And when I went in to just double check to make sure it still didn't go through so I could work on the titles, it said, your application is in review. And I went, oh, shoot. Because I wanted to change the titles, but I can do that. I type fast too. And I can cut and paste fast. So anyway, so it's a Bethany. They can't backtrack without taking accountability. Think there's Shayla. Just recognize that they were loud and wrong and trying to influence people with the narratives they wanted. I think so too, Abby. I think a couple of other things changed. Okay, let me go up and see if I see some new comments. Thank you for the congratulations. And once I'm off of here, I am headed straight over. I see Trapstar has a comment I want to read. I'm going to be out there making my title changes as fast as I can because maybe they haven't started looking at the channel, but I want it in order. Trapstar says, Nonya, the core Amber fans are pushing back against the bashers. They can't take the heat. They're trying to backtrack and justify their bashing. Trapstar, believe it or not, in addition to the 6, 7, 8 things I was doing this morning, I happened to see one. I didn't stop to read it. It's none of my business. We just do us, right? Do you, boo? We just do us. Okay, let me see if we have some new comments. Larry needs a divorce. I think he does, but Larry's also got a problem. But his, we know, is, I'm sorry, I lost my bobby pin. We do know that his has to do with his PTSD also, but he's been married to Bethany so long that he's actually picked up some of her habits too. And that's probably like part of the problem. Keep my bangs out of my eyes. Maybe my eyes won't water. So yeah, Trapstar, I peeped it. I saw it. Oh, here she is. Miss B's here. Hold on, okay? Let me get her restaged. There she is.
Hello.
Warned or gave a heads up that you're coming in. Let me reset this studio. Hi, Miss
Hey
B.
guys.
Miss B is in the house, everybody. Let's give her a round of applause. Okay, I'm gonna go messing around with the audience. I don't like doing this part, Miss B,
Oh,
because it's
the
not
caption.
on top. It's
Oh,
like you have to go looking for it. You don't like having to go look for it. I mean, I know where it is. I always have. I just never messed with it.
yeah. I'm sorry I'm late. I had a phone call.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. No worries at all. Um, so I was just reading. So how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm getting ready to go on a trip tomorrow.
Oh,
So
so you're going tomorrow. I was wondering.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going tomorrow.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
have fun.
I will, believe
I
me.
like St. Thomas. Well, I shouldn't
Yeah,
have said that, but you had already said it. That's why I said it.
yeah,
But I like that island. I
yeah. I've
did.
never been to that one before, so this will be my
I
first
liked
time.
it. That was one of the ones I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And was that the one that had Bluebeard's Castle?
Oh,
I
I don't
can't
know.
remember if it was that one or another one that's in the US, Virgin Islands. But
Mm-hmm.
one of them had a Bluebeard's Castle, and I was not going in there. I, I was, and I was like, going in there, might never come out. So, but I
Bluebeard's
think you'll
Castle.
like St. Thomas. I think you will. So enjoy it.
Mhm.
So
I
I had
shall.
been, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I said I shall.
Oh, you
Definitely. That's
will.
what I was talking to my friend. We were
Hmm.
talking about the stuff that needs to be done because there's a few of us going. So
Hmm. Don't forget your passports.
oh, I got my passport already in my bag.
There
Well, I
you
can't
go.
get in. I can't get through the airport without the passport.
Not
So,
anymore. Mm-mm.
mm-mm.
So I had a question for you. Now I have been amping up the chatters, the buttercups,
Mm.
and are you still going to do lives on Saturday
Yeah,
morning? Okay.
yeah. When I
Said
come back,
yes, everybody.
yeah.
So,
When I come back on what the 13th,
mm-hmm.
yeah,
So on
I will do.
Saturdays, she will be doing the lives and Sunday
Hmm.
also,
Yeah, I'm
because I
trying
don't come on
Saturday
Sunday.
and Sunday. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So please support her. And oh, George, you can only do today. You can only do today as far as looking at to see if there's a video. Okay. That's fine. But I appreciate it anyway. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let me see if we have any new comments. Ms. B, yes, I have been putting it out there. And then I said, let me stop talking and make sure that it's okay. And
Yeah.
I said, I hadn't talked to you. So, oh, Ms. B, I was able
Yeah.
to resubmit my application today.
Oh, you did for
Yeah, the team helped me out so much. However, I'm renaming the titles because the titles they have to make sense. And then I looked at it and I said, wait a minute. I put the meat of the matter in the description, but I
mm-hmm.
didn't put it in the title.
Oh.
So I jumped up and I flew in here. I think I got 10 of them done. So I think I have about 40 more to do. But I had
Okay.
already pushed the button to.
Yeah.
So after this is over, that's what I'm going to be doing, sitting here changing the titles to put the
Changing
meat of it in.
titles.
Yeah. So anyway, and let me see if we got some new comments. I thought today was Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. I thought I was like, yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. I did tell them that I will be on Wednesday. So I'm gonna make sure I get on Wednesday with Lananya.
What? Thank you. But if you can, don't push yourself, please.
Mhm.
But I know you won't. So
So now it's like I started packing finally yesterday. I still got some packing to do.
and you guys are leaving tomorrow?
Yeah.
Pack faster than me. I'd be packing for like a week.
I normally do, but I think because I had the little one
Oh yeah, that's true.
since last week, yes, last Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
I was not trying to pack.
No, that's a lot. And your grandson is active.
Yeah,
He's a
he
little
is,
cutie. He's a little
and
cutie.
she is real active. Lord.
Oh, there's two?
Yeah, my grandson, he's
Oh,
6, and I got a granddaughter she's almost 3. She doesn't live with me though, but her
oh,
parents went on vacation last week.
okay. Let me make sure the volume is up louder for everybody.
So
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know there was that you had a daughter, a
yeah, there's
granddaughter.
2. My granddaughter.
Yeah. I just have a granddaughter, that's all.
Oh, okay. But yeah, we named her. I named her Tornado G.
Tornado G. I
That
love it.
girl, she everything in the house. She moves everything. She just moves. She walk past it. She moves it.
And she moves it. I
She
like
moves
that.
it.
She's very observant, apparently. If
That's a
she's moving it
girl,
out of her way,
but
she's a
not out of her
tornado.
way. It's just that she will just go and move stuff. She just touches everything. I'm like, God, little
Oh.
girl. And I'm so not. He does that, but he's not as bad. He kind of doesn't do it as much anymore. But I was like,
Hmm.
Lord, I am not built for little kids.
Yeah. I mean, my granddaughter actually, she and I get into mischief together. So my daughter fusses at both of us
Hmm.
because we have personalities that are quite similar. And my daughter says, "Shh, you guys are too loud in my house." We
Yeah.
just talk. I mean, she just turned 7, and she's very smart, and so it's like we have conversations, and my daughter's going, "You guys just talk all the time, like two old ladies." She told me,
See, that's what my
but I
daughter
like
said
talking to my granddaughter.
about my granddaughter. She's like, y'all just have a different kind of relationship because she doesn't give me the same trouble that she gives her mother.
That's true.
Yeah, so but that
I,
little boy, now he gives me the same trouble as he does his mother. But I've been around. I can get him a little bit, but after a while, I have to be like, okay, go to your room, get out of here now,
well, yeah, we do. We have
because
to do that.
I
Okay.
I've reached my limit. So, you go.
Well, yeah. When we reach our limit, we do have to like tell them to step back.
He said, "Yeah, you
Yeah,
step
you need to
on,
go
get
on your.
on over there." Honey.
Let's see. I'm glad to see you. Artist is all she is. We'll give artist my best, and I'm glad that she's resting. George
Mm.
Sims's wife, artist,
Mm-hmm.
has subscribed, and I'm happy that she's here.
Oh, okay, good.
So
Hi,
she's here.
artist.
I like her. Oh, George, do me a favor. She's resting right now. Would you let artists know I did get my tea yesterday? I got my hibiscus tea and the stevia, and I like the tea.
Mm.
But I don't know if it should be really strong or just regular strength. So that I don't know. Okay, and then Angela says I haven't seen any of my favorite skits. You checked in on a couple of them. I'm gonna go faster because I've been sitting here. Oh, guess what?
What?
The short that I did on Angelina, having a fight with Sincerely and the wig
Mm.
goes flying. I hit 439,000 on that skit.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Wow. Congratulations. That was
439,000.
that was popular,
It's
girl.
still going.
It's still
Every time I
going.
check it, there's more and more and more. And I'm thinking, how far are we going with this? You guys, 439,000? But it was funny when she threw that wig out the door. It was
Child.
hilarious.
It was
And
funny. And listening to Pam describe it to Zachary, she was like, I come up in a wig floating out the door.
the wig's going out the door. 439,000. And I was shocked because usually, I mean, the highest I've ever gotten, I think, is like 40 for a Bethany
Mm-hmm.
skit. And that thing, every time I go, it's clicking up, 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 up. So I'm happy with that. And hopefully YouTube sees that as well. So, but we were talking about Danielle and Michelle. And
Oh.
if you saw that, but Michelle's got something on Ben. So Ben had better leave her alone.
Yeah, she keeps saying that she got some. You just don't know what I got on you. You know,
Oh,
like,
she's got something. She does. She's not afraid of him. The last time when he got ready, he was ready when he tried to fire her. I think that's
mm-hmm.
when she realized I better get some information. And then Simply Abby, it was just letting us know, Miss B, because she lives in Ireland right now.
Uh-huh.
Majority of her family's in England, and She just finished law school.
Oh,
Isn't that
congratulations.
beautiful?
That's a good accomplishment.
Yes, it
Definitely.
is. And it was a change in careers.
Oh,
That's a big deal.
yeah, that
So
is.
everybody, I mean, I'm so proud. I mean, I don't want to say proud of you because that sounds condescending, but I'm always so happy for people when you
Mm-hmm.
do what you want to do. Like I say, do you, boo? That's what I mean. Do you, boo? And yeah, Miss Fatal did make a comment about some of the bashers saying they're not biased and all that stuff. Yeah, and we really don't care
Yeah, I
now.
see a lot going on out there.
There's a lot going on. We
People
know there's a
taking
lot.
sides, and that's like it really don't matter at the end of the day. Somebody like, oh well, they're making up laws. Like this is a skit. That's what they do. They make up they make the circumstances to fit their storyline,
I
not
think
what's really going on.
I think what a lot of people and myself included are noticing is that the amount of the amber bashing is getting to a level where it's becoming acceptable behavior. So it's
Oh yeah.
almost like, you know how victims don't want to come forward. And then
Mm-hmm.
somebody was speaking about DV last night with the
Mm-hmm.
arm grab, the slap, the name calling, the whole bit. So people were kind of venting last night about what they are actually seeing
Mm-hmm.
and how they're feeling about it. And
Um,
one of the main things was that they're seeing that um, certain one of the sexes is leaning into that narrative of the abuse and
yeah.
the bashing, and they're leaning into it. And we were talking about, that could, if you're impressionable, that could settle in somebody's mind.
Yeah, it
So
can.
yeah. So last night we were, just kind of talking about that, but that wasn't, I mean, I had seen it, but I didn't bring that part up, but other people did bring it up.
Yeah, I see a lot of that also, and I can tell by the comment usually
Yes.
who's saying if
Hmm.
it's male or female just by the comment. And I was like,
Just by the
wow.
comment. Yeah. So that's the concern that people have. It's more that type of comment, comments plural. So I'm going to get I don't have a paper towel because I know my eyes are watering as usual. But
Yeah,
let's see.
no, just don't let it. I'm not gonna. I know it bothers people, but just keep in mind that these are scripts, or not even scripts. They're made up storylines. Although they may mirror real situations, all of the situation is not real, and they're made up, and they're supposed to be dramatic, and it's drama. So let's remember to keep all that in line. Because I mean, I'm watching Beyond the Gates, which is a soap opera.
Yeah, we know
And
Beyond the Gates. Everybody from What Country Wayne's on Beyond the Gates.
yeah, several, but it's the same thing. There's a lot, of course, it's a drama, and everything is over the top because it's a drama. No matter what you watch, it's a drama and it's over the top unless you're watching a comedy. So it's like you have to I keep remembering that. So even when I read comments and people are saying, I forget what the comment was yesterday, and they were talking about the fact that that make the Amber and Anthony cheating or something. And I'm like, remember, it's a skit. I'm
It's
saying,
a skit.
but remember, this is a skit. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're not really married in real life anyway. So what we worrying? Oh, they're married and this and that. It's a television. It's a false marriage. They
it's
can do
it's
whatever they want to do on the skit. If they
we've been
want to
down
have
there.
multiple people, if you don't support that, then don't support it. But you have a choice.
Thank you, Miss B. A lot of people need to hear that message.
You have a choice.
Exactly. Thank you, Angela, for the count. Please hit the like button, everybody, per Angela. And appreciate you, Angela. And George says, yes, the laws don't matter. What matters is the message and the lesson Wayne is trying to put out. Now, sometimes I do find the message, no, because it's actually a nugget to me. And there
Yeah,
is something in there. But when there's nothing, and then you've got this other stuff, this other fluff floating around, and people don't get the message because they're busy looking at the other stuff, then that kind of concerns me. But they are skits, so we have to let
yeah,
people, they are skits. And some of it happens in real life, not all of it. So George, yes, that is very true. I'm going up the comments because I missed some. George Sims,
okay.
but I kind of feel that Amber is strategizing in some way with this. For example, if she were to get pregnant by Dave, how this pregnancy may play into her favor and karma to Anthony. So they do mix real life in when it needs to be mixed in.
Hmm.
Remember when Momo showed up with that baby and no one knew
Yeah,
Momo
when her
had a
baby
child?
came,
And
the
it it,
child.
it was it was kind of like, well, maybe she needs a babysitter. Maybe the baby needs to be on the set, because we don't see the baby anymore. But maybe, it was just, things happen, and Wayne tries to accommodate his
Yeah,
staff.
because he just put the baby. He showed the crib at first, but we like,
Yes.
well, where Momo get a baby from? We
Where'd she
never
get a
heard
baby
of a
from?
baby. We never heard of- Now all of a sudden she got a baby,
Exactly. Now she got a
but the baby
baby.
now she don't have the baby anymore. Then the baby was in some skits, and now the baby's gone.
Now the baby's gone. So we know that Wayne does make accommodations, so we have to kind of go with that also. And that's actually a good thing that he does try to have work-life balance and
Hmm.
support people. And let's see. George, Nature says, George, I completely agree with you. She gave herself too quickly to Dave. Amber can be impulsive in this way to connect her body with a man to love her or be able to express self. And I think, though I agree with you, Nature, I think that after going through HELL hockey sticks and being stomped on, dragged through the mud, no
Hmm.
companionship other than just whatever he wanted to do at the end of the night, is probably why Amber moved so quickly.
Yeah.
And it's not something that I would do, but I think that in the character Amber's case, I think he offered something that she was looking for. Did she expect it to go further? Who knows? We
Hmm.
don't know. But I do know that humans don't do well without human interaction. Now, that we do know.
Yeah.
That isolation can drive some people over the edge. And when I saw Amber with that leather coat, that
Oh,
looked like
yeah.
a broken woman to me. I
The
mean, we
French
know
toast.
we've seen it back in the day where they were doing it for different reasons, but when she did that, it was like she just didn't care. And that, I
Mhm.
mean, to me, it looked like she just didn't care anymore. And
Now I was surprised she came home like that. I'm like, come on, Aunt.
she didn't care. She
She
didn't
came
care. And
early in
that's
the
the sad
morning.
part.
Mhm.
But yeah, and I saw it, and I think the fact that I could somehow not me relate to it personally, but I could relate to that kind of relationship because I had a friend I have mentioned before that used to date my ex-husband's friend, and she tried
Mhm.
to unalive herself. And
Yeah, you remember.
so when I saw Amber, it triggered that
Mm,
memory. So that's where that comes from in me. But if you haven't lived certain things, of course you're not going to think that way. But
no.
when you've kind of seen it, it's like, oh, we're there. So that's why I say that nature. No other reason. I agree with it. I agree with what you're saying. Tamara is about to slap Shayla and Angelina in the face. Alexis, I went looking for those skits this morning and I couldn't find them. But I know
Mm.
I didn't go far enough. But Miss B, I was doing at least 5, 6, 7 things. And then
Okay.
Angelina kept popping up and down on my phone. So I had to turn the notifications off. I wonder where she is now. But I have she's probably at like 450. But I'm really proud of that one. And I did put the name of that particular skit
Mm-hmm.
into the short because
Oh,
people
okay.
were asking me, where is it? Where is
Where
it?
is it?
And the camera, it's a little foggy, but it's not my camera. It's the skit, the way they had to film it,
Uh-huh.
I guess. So I did put the name of it in there. And I had people saying, what's this? So I told them it was a Country Wayne. Is he still comedy? Is it drama now? Is it comedy drama?
I
I mean,
don't
I don't
really
know
know,
what it
but
is.
this is all I know is it's a skit. They
Right?
comedy drama, yeah. He
So
keeps the
anyway,
comedy on his end, but
I just left when I did the titles, I left comedy in there because Country Wayne claims comedy and that's
mm-hmm.
that's what matters to me. Please hit the like button and thank you everybody for coming in. Appreciate you. And Miss B, you feel like reading comments while I go get a paper towel?
Yeah, where you at? Because I have no idea. I don't.
I am at my time is 10:01 a.m. So that would be, what are you, Eastern or you're Central?
Eastern
So that would be 10, 11, 12. 101,
101. Okay, I'm a little bit behind.
it
Let
would
me
be
get
after Angela says 24 likes and 24 viewers.
there.
And
Okay.
then simply the
Highlight it
nature.
for me and I'll see it quicker. You
There you go.
highlight it.
So there's nature. And nature's is at, it would be what? It ends in 53 seconds. 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12:53.
Oh, 12:53. Okay, I went too
Because I'm
far.
about to have tears running down my face any moment.
Okay, I found it. I found it. Okay.
Thank you. I'll be right back, everybody. I don't know
Okay.
why I didn't have it. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, Miss Fatel said, Miss B, I had to tell one of the reviewers yesterday that once one of the characters states something clearly, almost looking at us in the face in the camera, we have to accept it. It's true. Because it's like sometimes they're actually like, this is what it is. Just stop. Y'all stop. Don't worry about. Somebody had a whole list of the Georgia law about separation and stuff like that. And it's like it really don't matter if they say it's separation, that they are separated. They're separated. Accept it and move on. George says, nature, no one is healing in these skits. No one takes the time to heal. We are meant to learn from the skits and understand human nature. Yeah, they're not healing at all. And I don't know if the healing work would, for everyone, would be interesting enough to hold the audience. So that may be why they don't heal. They just keep going. Um, Nature says, I agree, Miss B. It's a skit life. It's a skit life. They're doing their job
Skit
because they
life.
have us. It's a skit life. That's what she said.
I like that.
They
Like
have us
street
all
life.
talking and feeling about the story. Soaps will arouse emotions, and their audience will and people will align with their faves. It's true though. I mean, it didn't happen as much years ago as it happens now.
Mm-mm.
It's really bad now
Mm-hmm.
that people just take sides and they're entrenched and
Yeah.
like Yeah, it's like if
That's what
some
drove
people one day I like them and the next day I don't. That's why
that's
I
what
was
drove the
like,
conversation.
yeah, it's like I like some stuff Angelina does. I'm fine with her.
Hmm.
I'm never gonna just say, oh, she's this and she's that. No, because she's not always that. Angelina tells a lot of truths.
And so does Bethany
Bethany does
in
too.
her
It's like a
own
lot
way.
of times I'm like, okay, Bethany, you were right today, even though how you took it, how you went about it might have been
Was
wrong,
wrong way,
but
but
you were
right.
right.
Hmm.
Angela Atkins says, Miss B, I hate when they take the skit too personal. That, yep, nah, me too. Nature says, George, speak on it. Well said, George. No one is healing and getting themselves in tough situations. It's better to teach as the story is revealed so we learn from what we witness. But a lot of people in life don't heal either. They just keep going to the next person.
They
And
rebound.
Joyce says, looks like it's gonna be Larry Bethany Day. Yeah, they've been have got quite a few. You know, we had a break from Larry and Bethany, so we
Well, they
got
were
it.
down in Miami. It was Angela. Wayne took a lot of the crew down to Miami when they had
Yeah,
the
I didn't
Miami
know if
River
Wayne was
Trinity.
down there. I didn't
He was
see
there.
Wayne, but I know Chase and them were there.
Yeah, they were all there.
Hmm.
They were not all of them, but the majority of them were down in Miami. So whenever you're done, just let me know.
Okay.
That's fine.
Angela says when you listen, some of the reviewers sometimes you wonder if they're watching real people, if they're watching real people. Some people could be. I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm watching real people too, and then I give them advice, and then I be
Me
like,
too.
like what you do?
I'm always giving Amber advice and Wayne. Wayne, can we have so and so? Like they're really listening to me.
Right. You don't, they may listen, it just depends because sometimes they be they're in your looking at your video. So
We
you just
know.
never know. Like I said, Angelina would come in my comments on some of
She
the
goes in on
videos
some
that I
Riri's
review of
also.
her. She come in my
Hmm.
comments. So it's like, yeah,
They listen.
they listen. Betty
I
Bush
know
says,
I
good
get stuff from
afternoon.
Amber. I
Huh?
get things from Amber, and she'll say something that I've said, or she'll do it in the skit, or she'll put a song name out there. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if that's why she's doing it, but I sure did use it like a couple of times. I mean, and I do think so. And she does that when she does the clothes. If you ask her a question, she'll go, or she'll go like that. If you ask
Oh,
a
okay.
question and you catch her attention. So I mean, they're people, you know.
Yeah, they are. Nature says, George, I like to learn as I watch and read. It feels more beneficial, especially if it will start to imitate life. I hear you, what you're saying, what you're sharing. And nature said, I agree, Nanya. Amber is craving love and someone to desire them. Yeah. Amber and Anthony are. Now, I do not know this girl's first name, but the second part is Jules.
Oh,
Exactly
Eklund.
named,
It's
huh?
Eklund. Eklund.
Eklund. Okay,
Eklund.
Eklund Julius is like,
Hmm.
I was not going to try that.
It's Eklund.
Eklund. Okay, especially now she's moving like a scorned woman. I can relate to Amber. Yeah.
Hmm.
Emmy girl says, hey, Nanya, Miss B,
Hi,
Angela.
Emmy.
Are they changing up the skits where they just have one character skit? Yesterday it was just Amber Anthony. It was the Amber Anthony day. Before it was Dom and Mike, and today is Bethany and Larry. They might do it like that. I don't know. And they
I
have to have the
noticed.
smaller ancillary skits.
Yes,
Somebody follows them. I just don't, but and
I've
I get
watched
lost.
them start to do that. They started with the Daltons where they started having an Amber Anthony majority of the day, or
Mm-hmm.
even when it was Shayla and Anthony. So they've gradually um, gone further with it. But maybe, who knows? We don't know what he's doing, but I have noticed that, yes.
Yeah, because I see
Okay.
all of these are like Bethany and Larry are all day today. They mainly are doing them. But I know those are chases also. So
Yeah.
they probably made up some time and got a lot
Hmm.
recorded.
But you know what's good about that, I think, Miss B, is that there are so many different skits that you can fall behind.
Yo,
And
yeah, you
people
definitely can.
typically miss a skit. And quite often, each skit, from what I can tell in the way I review these things, is that it has some clue. It has something in it. We had
Mm-hmm.
Brooke with the apartment, Brooke wanting a car, Brooke the graduation. So if you miss any of those, you
Mm-hmm.
kind of fall off a little bit on knowing what's going on in that particular storyline. So maybe
Yeah.
that has something to do with it.
There's some of them though you can keep up with, but not really seeing
Bethany's easy.
everyone.
I think Bethany's easy.
Yeah, Bethany and Larry sometimes are real easy because they're gonna have, and Amber and Anthony, they're gonna have the same argument every day.
I don't know about Amber and Anthony anymore. Did you hear what Anthony said yesterday about when he found out about having to, when he referred to why people do what they do to their wives in movies
Oh
when he
yeah,
was
I
on the
heard that.
phone?
They're gonna still have the same their next one will be the same argument that they keep having.
Now
Yeah. I
that
heard what he
statement
said to
was
his
troubling.
lawyer.
That statement was troubling. I
Yeah.
mean, it troubled a lot of people. Is my point? Not just me. A lot of people zoomed in on that and said, "Why would he say that?" Because now you're talking about a Lifetime movie. You know
Right.
what's going on? Why would he say
Why would you introduce it in the skits if we're not
yes?
really that? Yeah.
There were a
So
lot of people upset about that yesterday.
yeah. Yeah, he definitely, because he said a couple of things yesterday, and I was
Hmm.
like, because I don't think I put that particular sentence in my review. It was just something else he had said, and I was like, he's like, you digging in my money, but you won't let me dig
Yeah,
in
we
you.
got
And I
that
was,
one. But last night at the wind down, that was one of the key statements that was made, that was discussed. And
mm-hmm,
people were not happy with it. Not happy at all. And then the domestic violence was another thing that we talked about, because when he grabbed her arm, I had stated on another creator's channel, are they about to introduce DV? And
mm-hmm,
then I made a side video, but also then he goes and starts calling her everything except the child of God, and then she hauls off and slaps him. So what are we kicking off in the storyline?
yeah,
And then he made the comment yesterday about why some men do what they do. So that's going to resonate with a
yeah,
lot of
it is.
people. So anyway, go ahead, Miss B. And when
But
you're
yeah,
done, let
Anthony
me know.
got two personalities too, though.
That's
Too.
what I say. I think maybe he should be over where Diesel was.
I don't know. But yeah, because he turns it on. He has a hatred for Amber, but he doesn't hate other women like that, which is kind of
Exactly.
strange. Nature says Anthony called her Lady of the Night or something to that. I think she wanted Ant to see how he has made her feel that she was with someone because she knew he would be waiting for her. But we haven't seen Dave in a while either, though.
We talked about Dave's disappearance, and
Hmm.
we're hoping that they just have him over, letting him know, get ready because they're coming for you. Because Dave is a hot ticket item, boy, oh boy. They went at Dave in these chats like you would not believe. You would have thought Dave's been on here 5 years. and he's brand new. But on the other platform, everybody loves him.
Yeah, it just depends
Just
on. It's
yeah,
like he's messing with a married woman on these skits. The people say, the lawyers say that they're within their right to do this. So
it's
why
Wayne's
do
world.
why are we concerned?
Wayne's law.
And Anthony's trying to do the same thing. If she can do it, he can do it. I don't care if he gets with Denisha.
We don't care. We
I
want him to
really
get
don't.
with
It's like
Denisha.
if
Go for it.
Amber's doing it, he can do it. They both, when the lawyer said when you file those papers and you're legally separated, that means Anthony's legally separated also. He can do
Yes.
what he wants to do.
And
He
we'll just
wanted,
chalk that up as the fair number 2 for Anthony. So they're
mm-hmm.
at 2-1.
Well, most people call Wayne number one also. So they say that would be 2-2.
I
But
don't. If they're not married, because you know what, Miss B, we'd be amazed at how many people do what Amber did the day
oh
before.
yeah, a lot of people do.
And especially like even at the bachelor parties,
Mm-hmm.
the guys, when they have those stripper women,
Mm-hmm.
woof.
That's why a lot of women don't like their their fiancés to have bachelor parties because they
Nope.
kind of know what's gonna happen. But
Yes.
yeah, people do it all the time. Or they have somebody that they were seeing before and they
Mm-hmm.
continue to see him, and then when they get married, they still see them.
Yep.
Same thing.
Life be lifing. Life be lifing.
Where am I at? Nature said, is there any other skits on Facebook that's not Country Wayne YouTube channel? I don't know, because I
I've
guess you
looked.
know those groups.
There used to be this, I think they were in Africa or something, and they were pretty good, but they weren't as engaging, and they were very sporadic. So it wasn't something you could just follow.
Yeah,
And
because
we're just
Wayne
hoping that
has.
Wayne makes it a little bit better, like more palatable. I can't say that
Yeah.
word, but give us some good, some happy somewhere. Give us something, just and wrap up the storylines instead of introducing a bunch of new people. But
They
that's what
don't
Wayne
they
does.
never wrap up a storyline. They just stay open.
They stay open.
They just stay open. I see they brought just to change the subject real quick.
Go
They
ahead.
brought Natasha a new sidekick.
I know. Why are they doing Natasha that way with
I'm
all those
thinking because
men?
Ro is not coming back. Ro seems to be on to doing
A
some other
production.
stuff, because I seen on her Facebook she was saying, about, making a change in your life and it's good and stuff like that. And she was doing something, that same thing
Mm-hmm.
that they were in Miami for, that
Mm-hmm.
national black thing, the
Yes.
film festival. She
Mm-hmm.
was down there also.
Yeah, she's got a
And
casting call. She had a casting call
mhm.
also for
So yeah, I
production.
think Ro has moved on, and it's a good thing. Ro's been in these skits since they started, so
Yes.
it's time for her to move on and do something different. Who is this? Keisha said, "Hey, Nonya,
Hi,
Miss
Keisha.
B, and everyone, happy Wednesday." Angela says Tamara's not the one. She might be staying with Shayla, but she's not gonna allow Angelina to disrespect her. Girl, you should have been going to find you an apartment as soon as you walked out that house.
I agree. That's what I said, and bought her a car and gave Wayne back his car.
I'm hoping that she went and got her a car. I mean,
Well, maybe with her dad because he sells cars.
mm-hmm. Angela says, welcome, Keisha. Gwen says, like and subscribe. NONYASISCHAT chat, it's free to subscribe. Angela said, hey, hear me, girl. Gwen said, please join Nanya Monday through Saturday mornings at 9 Pacific time, 12 Eastern time. 11 Central for Have Tea With Me, and Non-You-See-Sits Chat Monday through, oh, excuse me, Saturday nights, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern, 9 Central for the wind down. And Gwen, these days and times are for this week only. Thanks. Okay, she clarified.
Oh, we made yeah. Oh, yeah. We made sure they knew you were going to be here.
Yeah.
Miss B,
I
I've
was
got
like, that's
four.
fine. It's like, somebody didn't see all that or hear all that.
No, she says it. Gwen's ex. She says it a lot. I'm at 450,000 views on Angelina.
Okay. Okay.
Wow,
Wow. You up there.
that's a lot. Anyway,
Angela says, hey, Keisha. George says, Angela, you're exactly right. Miss Fatel said, we need at least 8 hugs a day to survive. Sometimes we may have to hug a stranger.
that's why we give hugs and wind down. I mean,
Oh, okay.
we just like we give each other hugs,
Everybody gives
basically.
a hug. Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's what the
Maybe.
wind down's for. And none of us drink. I think Miss Fatal might drink a wine or something, maybe
Mm-hmm.
someday. But for the most part, but I love the name. I had wine, WIND, and then
Mm-hmm.
she said, how about wine, WINE? And I
Wind down.
loved it. I thought that was just adorable.
Yeah.
So
Because you may need a little wine to
I
to
thought
finish
about it.
the
I
day.
told her. I thought about it one day because we have wine. I just don't
Mm-hmm.
drink, because of the blood pressure and stuff. But I did think about it one day. I said, Miss Fatal, I might go get a glass of
Gotta
wine.
go get a wine.
Hmm.
Okay. Simply Abby says, Angela, you think so? Tamara's been letting Shayla talk to her crazy and playing her face consistently, always hanging her out to dry except against Amber. Yeah, she has. Tamara found the backbone, and then it looks like I can't say she took it back because Angelina was talking to her, so she wasn't going to disrespect Angelina, but
That's
she need
true.
to get out of Shayla's house
She sure does.
because Zachary, she already heard Zachary and Shayla going back and forth about her living there, and now
Mhm.
Angelina. So tell me she
Okay.
got her booty out.
And I miss the skit, so I get it from my family and friends here. And I was looking for it this morning. Like I said, I was doing 6 or 7 things at the same time. And I
Yeah,
said, okay, that can wait. I need to change these titles.
yeah.
That's my number one priority. But go ahead. And whenever you're
Okay,
ready.
Denise says there are videos out there where she talks about her character, Amber. George says new skit when Charles calls Natasha.
Yeah.
I'll try not to. I watch them sometimes.
I don't know what they're doing with Natasha Miss B.
I don't
But
know either. They need to get Natasha right because she was never whoever she is right now.
mm-mm.
They need to change her. Tasha needs to take a bow out also.
Well, she did make the Actors Guild, according to um, Instagram. And
Mm-hmm.
so maybe that's why. Maybe she's supposed to be leaving. Who knows why? We don't know.
Mhm.
But she did do that.
Angela Atkins says simply, Tamara will pop off. Did you see her throwing shade on Angelina's dress? Yeah, yeah, because it's like, Angelina, really, you got everything out. And Miss Fatal says, back at you, Angela.
Okay, I'm just trying to
And
find this
Angela
one.
says, thanks, Miss Fatal. Angela says, George, Mike is going to be happy to see Six, the goddess. He'll be in trouble again. Mike can't stay, he's not focused at all. Simply Abby says, I'll take your word for it. Seeing Angelina is too much, but with Shayla there, oh, No, I don't even watch them. Let's hope T finds herself and her voice. I hate how she was used as a plot to deceive against Amber. Yeah, they do some stuff. Keisha Six might take Charles for a spin. I don't know.
I
Tasha took
thought Ro was
Jacoby
gonna
for.
do it. I thought Ro was gonna be the one to do it because
No,
she
I don't
said,
think Charles.
"Will it
I
break?"
didn't think Rose was going to do that. Rose was. I don't think she even wanted Charles like that ever.
But
But
when she said, "Will it break?" I just fell out laughing.
I don't think. I
Oh
think she
my god!
wanted Natasha to do it so
To
she
see if
could
it'll
tell
break.
her, yeah, how was it? But I don't. I didn't think Natasha. I didn't think that Rose
That
would
Ro would
cross
do it.
that line.
No,
Yeah.
it was just funny. She said, "Will it break?" God, that was pretty funny. Okay,
Okay,
so
Hemi Girl says, yes, no one heals in these skits because it's not entertaining enough to keep the audience. Wayne talked about that in an interview. Yeah, it's not in the healing is not entertaining. You
that's
watch
why it keeps it going.
somebody's psychology show for that.
That does make sense. I mean, it's stressful, but it makes marketing sense.
It does. Angela says Keisha Six and Mike almost had a thing going on years ago. They did have a thing going on years ago. Mike was crazy about Six.
I couldn't remember who she was because she looks different. She's so she's refined
Mm-hmm.
more so than she was. She looks so gorgeous. I was like, who is Six? Like I'm looking at the lady and not putting her together with Mike
With
because
Mike,
she does
yeah.
look different,
Yeah,
but
that was
time passes.
one of Mike's ladies. I don't know. She came back once before
Yes.
and somebody and Mike broke up because of her.
Mm.
Because they found out that that was one of his girls. It's like Mike had everybody in the skits also. Hemi
Him and
Girl said
Law.
Wayne says he gets his most views with his most toxic skits. Yeah.
Yes,
So he
exactly.
slips in the positive in the toxicity what? Yeah, he does because
Yeah.
Bethany and Larry are even though at one point it was Shayla and Anthony,
Yes.
Bethany and Larry overtook them.
Yes.
And nobody liked Bethany at one
They're
time.
number two.
They
That's
gave
right.
they gave Larry a family and it took off.
Yep.
But
That's
no,
true,
because
Miss G.
but I don't know that Shayla and them are still at top. Shayla, Amber, and Anthony. I think they're I don't know between the two of them because the storylines are so aligned now. They may all be still together, but yeah. As
Uh,
I look back at my review, my stuff, my numbers, and I was like, man, I got a lot of views off of Bethany and Larry. People
and
were actually,
I was just gonna say, for me, um, their focus is on Anthony and Amber. It used to be Anthony, Amber, and Shayla, but now it's
mm-hmm,
Anthony and Amber because Shayla is over here with the gold diggers. So
mm-hmm.
that's a little different. And then the Bethany, for some reason, they don't really care about, a few people care about Bethany, but Bethany is good. You just have to be able to tolerate the fact that she can hold all of this nonsense in her head. She
Mm-hmm.
remembers all of the connection points,
Yeah,
and
she
it's
does.
amazing.
She definitely does. So you don't catch her missing a beat.
You don't.
No, not at all. Hey, she's a good actress though. So
She is. I wonder what they're going to do if she really is going off to make a movie, or is it going to be temporary?
I don't know. I thought they were saying she might be leaving, but
Hmm.
she might be leaving still. They had me crying last night. Oh, I wasn't really crying on Beyond the Gates when they killed off Ben's character.
Yeah, and they killed Ben's character off.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I
you were
was
crying.
catching up yesterday because I hadn't seen so many of them. I was like, oh, they killed him off. Now he got to be on the country way. And I'm
Well,
sure
yeah,
he'll get
now he
other
back. Look, now
stuff.
he's back.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll get some other stuff. And they had what's his name was on there? Chad,
Oh yeah, I heard Chad was
Sonny's
on there.
cousin. So,
Yes.
so the one that plays Sonny's cousin. He was
Mm-hmm.
on there too as a firefighter.
Yes. Oh,
Uh
did you see did you see what's her name? Angelina telling Brodie what the deal is with Sincerely? That was one
with
thing I
that
was going to
money.
bring up. That
Yeah.
because the last we heard of it before the fight was that she's got to go rush and tell Shayla. So we're thinking, is that Shayla's mom? Because Shayla and that lady look alike,
Mm-hmm.
but they do resemble each other. But then this morning, when I heard her explanation about why what's her name, Isley or
ISIS.
Isis, that's the
Mm-hmm.
guy's name, I thought, about Isis slash Sincerely, it was because she stole the money from them. She had Isis put in jail,
Mm-hmm.
family, and then
Right.
she took the money and used it for Pets to Go and for the construction company. And that came out of left field. I didn't expect that because she still hasn't spoken to Shayla.
Yeah, so I don't know what that was about either. Whatever they were going down that path, it seems like they took a different path.
Yes,
That's what it seemed like to me because
they didn't go the Shayla route.
they didn't go the Shayla route. So they, I guess, whatever it was supposed to be, maybe they didn't flush it all the way out. So it
Hmm.
was easier to take it a different route. Because I was like, oh, so she done stole $1 million from the lady. Yeah,
Yes.
I would be after
Oh,
you
a
too.
million point nine to be exact.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so yeah.
So, okay. Where are we, Miss B?
I'm at 1:08 p.m. Nature.
108.
Yeah, when she says, "Hear me, girl."
I see Keisha. I see Nature, Hemi Girl.
Yeah.
And it is 10:08 my time that
Okay.
happened. Okay. You want me to take over?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So Nature says, Hemi Girl. Hi, Hemi Girl. Hi, Keisha. Welcome in. Welcome in. And Hemi Girl says, I'm sorry, Nature says to Hemi Girl, so some of the skits will be intentionally um, done to hold attention. Yes, that is true, Hemi Girl.
Hmm.
And then the healing can be beneficial because in life, some do rush through their pain and not so they rush to feel numb. And
Hmm.
that's true. That I mean that I agree with like 100% because people
Yeah.
do that. And Angela says Keisha B, Wayne's military cousin, watched Six and Mike while hiding across the street. That part Six didn't like at all.
Mm.
Is that recent or that was when she was on there last time?
I think that was when she was on there last time. That was
Okay.
I don't remember. I think that was the little crazy girl.
Oh, Liz? Maybe
Yeah,
Liz.
it might have been Liz. Yeah.
Okay. And then Keisha says, Angela, I know, but she knows about Charles's enhancement. Oh, that's because remember she was sitting in the chair, Keisha? That was Six when she wanted to, I guess, know if it was real.
Oh.
Remember the girl that was sitting in the chair? Wasn't that Six? She
Yeah, I
doesn't
don't
want to
because I
see
didn't
what it's
see that
about.
scoop, but yeah.
So Six might be the one that wants to test the waters because that's when I saw her and I thought, isn't that lady? And but she looked different. But yeah, that was sick. She
Yeah.
probably wants to test it. And then Shy Lady says, hi, Nonya and Miss B.
Hi, Shandaidi.
I call her Shy Town. She probably says, why is she calling me that? That's not my name. Please share, subscribe, and like to Nonya Sis Chat. It's free. Just set the notifications or however you want. And yeah, just subscribe. Thank you. And Angela says, Keisha B, Charles and his enhancement had the female Taylor flirting with him. Was that the table? No, I think that was 6 at the table. I'm not sure. I'm not going to even.
I think they said the Taylor, even though I didn't watch the skit, she ran down the street after him.
Oh my goodness. And that must have been her sitting at the table.
Mm-hmm.
D sure did look handsome in his suits. They were a little tight, but he looked really nice.
Yeah, they were a little bit tight. I'm like, they just need to fix them pants just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yes, they did.
Showing a little bit too much.
Mm-hmm. Well, they got to get some XYZ in there. But yeah, just a little bit too tight. And then Gwen says, does anyone think? So I saw Scamalina name used somewhere else. Did anybody in here make it up, or was that made up somewhere else? I'm just curious.
I don't know where
Scamgelina.
I don't know if who made it up. And I don't know if Pam said it or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Told Brodie the whole story of why Sincerely is after her. And Gwen, actually, no, she didn't. Pam was in there to discuss the pregnancy test she took. Angelina just told him this morning the story. So the one with Pam and Zachary, Brodie fell asleep when Pam was going to tell about the pregnancy test. He just fell asleep. And then she spoke to Zachary, told Zachary about the pregnancy test, one being positive, one being negative. Of course, Zachary wasn't happy, but told her to go see a doctor. But Angelina told him this morning in a skit between the two of them what she had done and why Sincerely / ISIS is after her. So Gwen, they dropped it about, I guess, probably about 7 your time, something like that. Okay, so that discussion is out there. And as soon as I'm done, yeah, I watched that one this morning. I can get the name for you. I'm going to go back to doing
the whole story, though. I mean,
for
that kind of money and sending me to jail, yeah, I'd probably be after you also.
Well, what she said was that Sincerely and her family, they were doing whatever dirt they were doing. And Angelina says she was the manager. And what's her name? Sincerely asked her to put it in the safe.
Yeah.
So she said, okay. And then she said she started thinking, and this was 15 years ago. So Shayla had to be about 15 years old. So that had to be like the beginning of whenever they got together, right? Because she did say she had Shayla. But then they changed the story up a little bit so people could be confused as to whether Brodie was Shayla's father or not. So anyway, given that, so instead of putting the money where she was supposed to, where she put it, and then she said she thought about it and decided to borrow it. And they went to jail.
Yeah.
The other people went to jail. So Gwen, does that answer your question more so than you wanted it to?
Yeah, and then Angela, right in the next one, they thinking that she had omitted some facts.
I think so too. And I wonder if one of those facts had to do with Shayla. That lady and Shayla look so similar, but we're not going to go down that path because we don't have anything to support it other than the fact that she made that comment, but then it seems like they've dropped it. But to be honest, I'm waiting to see Kai open that front door and let Sincerely in the house because she's on the run because she's wanted by the
Yeah.
police. And I'm thinking, is she going to show up at Shayla's and Kai's going to open that door? Because there's a reason Kai can open the door now.
Yeah, I guess so. And they're
He used
letting
to
him
just
open
reach
the
for
door.
it, and now he can actually open it. So that right there was a clue to me about something that's coming.
Yeah, because he opening up doors. It's like you're not supposed to let him open the door.
Well, remember, Amber told her, safe proof the house. And Shayla said, oh, we don't need to. So
Like,
you
yeah, you
can,
gotta baby proof your house.
you do. You really do. Okay.
My front door, I have because I have the latch too. I don't have a knob, but I
Mm-hmm.
have the latch, and they have these things that you put up underneath the latch so you can't move it.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
if not, the kids will be out. They will be opening doors.
Yes, they will. Like I know we used to. We'd unhook that thing so fast and go out grandma's door. And she'd be like, close the door. Somebody go lock the screen door, that deal. Because kids will open the door and
Yeah.
out we'll go, you know. Let's see. Angelina appears to have omitted something. Yes. Hi, Jen. Welcome in.
Yeah.
Maybe Amber is Jen, I thought about that too. Maybe Amber's getting ready to leave the skits. I
Mm.
did think about that. I know that she had mentioned she was taking her son to Africa
Oh.
this summer. And then, of course, my mind starts thinking, okay, Dave's not around. If Amber's going to Africa, are they going to make it look like Melissa kidnapped her? My mind, it just takes off all over the place.
How about she meets Dave in Africa and
How
then
about,
they
I like that. Let's see, that's why I
and they
need
go
Miss
on
B.
their African adventure?
That's why I need Miss B. She helps me stay balanced.
Give us some happy stuff. Like we
Give
want
her some
Dave and
happy
Amber
stuff.
in Africa. Anthony don't have to know.
Anthony, yes, Amber, Dave, and the baby in Africa. That would be a beautiful part of the
And we
storyline.
don't even have to see the baby. Well, we don't have to see her son because that's
Yeah,
her son. But
that's
yeah,
her
it's like
son. That would be
send
nice to
Dave to
see.
Africa.
See why I like Miss B to come on? She helps me go from here back up to here to normal because my mind will just start spinning.
Yeah, because having Melissa take her, that's just
That's a
I
lot.
yeah, I was like, I can't take all this dark stuff. It's like we got
That's
to
what we were
stay
talking. That's
in
what we
the
were
light
talking
just
about
a
last
little
night. Mm-hmm. That last night
bit.
at the wind down. That's exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah, because
The
it's
darkness, and
the
it's
darkness.
not. We need some light.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we need some like just for humanitarian reasons. Everything's not just dark. So, and then let's see. Jen says she might be. I don't know. She hasn't. I don't know. She says she likes producing though.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I did find Georgia Peach, and I was going to watch it yesterday, and of course I got busy and I couldn't watch it. It's on
Mm.
Tubi and it's on Apple TV. So I did find it, but I just didn't watch it yet. So thank you for the people who told me that it was out there. And yeah, Angela, I hope she's not leaving also. And then Keisha says, Gwen, I think she's definitely something's out or up. I don't see what she told Brodie had anything to do with Shayla.
Yeah.
Exactly, Keisha. Exactly. There
Yeah,
was,
I don't know if that I almost think that they flipped that in one kind of way or another. That whatever they were going to do with that with Shayla,
they may have dropped
they
it.
either didn't do or they decided not to show a skit about it right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
maybe it'll
agree.
come back later on because she was at Shayla's house like that next day
The next day.
and we
Yes.
didn't see that conversation at all.
Nope.
So it's either something that they don't want to show right away or they change the direction of the story.
Angela, Angela said, I hope Melissa hasn't tied Dave up and got it. I hope not. I thought about it and I said, well, he is kind of big and strong. So hopefully she won't, pull a misery number on him.
She done knocked him out.
No, we don't want Amber to leave the show. We like Amber. We love Amber. Okay. Oh, yeah. We had lots of conversations about things last night.
Mm.
And then Miss Fatal says Anthony talks to Amber like she was just some 304 plucked off the curb. That's how he talks about her. And
Mm-hmm.
some of the reviewers are responding the same way. Yes, Miss Fatal, we know. So we had that conversation last night and the day before and the day before because they're just going down the same rabbit hole. And
Yeah.
yeah, they're going, and I mean,
So,
and we can't control what they say, what they do. And this was partly why this was created, so that you could vent if you wanted to. But I will say again, just try not to let it trouble you too much, because these are skits and other
yeah.
reviewers do things for their own reasons.
Yeah,
So,
they have their own ideas and their own opinions. So
and we can't do anything
everybody's not
about it.
gonna like the same person. So
No. So if that's what the way they go, so be it. That's just
again,
what it is.
I just say you have the ability to not watch those reviewers on those topics, because
I
you
didn't
may
want to
agree
say
with
that.
them
That's
on
why I
some
need Miss
topic
B.
and you don't agree with them on something, so you just don't watch them.
Yeah. Do like me. Well, I'll go look for like 10 seconds and then I come back. And that's enough for me. I'm serious. 10 seconds, I see whatever. I'm back over here, minding my own self's business, because it ain't
Well,
my business. So, and Marion says, but Amber doesn't have a child. What do you mean, Marion? Amber has a little boy. Or do you mean in the skits? She's got a
no,
son. She has a son. But
yeah, she
Marion, you
doesn't
know
have
that.
any kids. Yeah.
Marion knows she has a son.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget Anthony got arrested at his bachelor party. KW has two YT channels, the off and then the Jesus popping.
But the Jesus popping is just older skits that they're reposting.
Is that what that is? Because that's what I've
Mm-hmm.
seen.
Yeah, they're older skits.
Okay. Because they were fun. Some of them were funny. So, but he put that hashtag back on Facebook. So I guess that's why. And then Jen says, I'm really over the toxic hatred on the other review channels. And no matter how much we say it, I think people are hoping that things change. I think that's
Yeah.
it. And Angela says 28 likes and 31 viewers. Thank you, everybody that's viewing. And Ms. B, I never understood, like on chat replay. So I'll have a certain number, here. But then when I go out, if I play the replay, I'll see more people. So I don't know, are they hidden? Am I just showing certain comments here? I'm not sure how that works.
I'm not sure, because usually for when you go to once you post it, more people may watch.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Yeah,
That
once you
that
post
makes
it, more
sense.
people watch. So then your watches are coming not from the live, but from the
From
video
the
that you
replay.
post.
Okay,
Mhm.
thank you. Thank you for that. And then, hi, Miss T. Welcome in, darling. How are you today, sis? Anthony conceived the child during the marriage on top of having an affair. I don't care what anybody says. And I've been arguing this since day one. For Anthony, it's two. Shayla and Kai are two separate incidents. Miss T, we have always agreed on that because we have our notion about what's going on here. Now, that
Mhm.
we have always agreed on. You're absolutely right. Alexis says, hey, y'all.
Hey,
That's Alexis. Hey,
Alexis.
Alexis. Miss T, it's one thing to have an affair. It's another to produce a child. Provided it's not a mama's baby, papa's maybe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, in my opinion, Anthony and Shayla were on a date last night, and no Kai was in sight. I picked that up too, Marion. That was a date. That was an ice cream date because there was no picking up of Kai. That was an ice cream date.
But
That's
what
all
y'all
I
think
thought.
about him saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna do no ghetto drop-offs"?
I thought that was horrible. He's such he's that was
A
horrible.
man like me, I'm like a man like you.
He's so arrogant. But like they say, um, pride comes before the fall.
And
He's
I'm like,
arrogant.
Shayla's trying to protect her relationship.
She
And
is.
she should have stood up to him and told him, no, you're not coming to my house.
And that's all she had to do. But I think Shayla doesn't want to make waves for some reason in the back of her mind. She thinks something in
She
the back
needs
of
to
her
think
mind
that,
about
and her
Iman.
mother, Miss Angelina, needs to tell her that I guess Angelina is holding out hope that after that divorce that Shayla can get Anthony.
She
So that's
is.
why she's never had her put him on child support, because she can have him put on child support and he'd have to pay, and whatever he has for Kai, they can stipulate it all, and she doesn't have to bow down to him.
Angelina just wants Anthony to be married to his daughter so she
Hmm.
can control the money.
That's all she wants, because
That's
I'm
what she
like,
wants.
other than that, you would have told your daughter, please put him on child support.
And we've been saying that since the baby was born. And nope, no child support. We were screaming that last year.
I
Nope, nope,
guess
nope.
so.
So
And
after a
even
while,
now,
we
because she's
realized,
afraid to stand up to him. I'm like, you could tell the man he can't. He don't. I don't want. You can't come to my house.
and she's got enough secrets on him. He's
Because
already
last
trying to
time,
bribe her, and she's got secrets against him. So
and
why didn't she just tell him?
she could tell him, I told Iman about what you were asking, that you were hitting on me.
I didn't understand why she was softballing that either. But he's
That,
talking about that's a ghetto drop off.
yeah, I was like, no. And she told me, well, I'll still bring him to your house. No,
That was strange, wasn't it? That was
yeah,
a strange word to use. Mm-hmm.
like it's not ghetto, it's proper.
It's proper. Exactly, it's proper. Okay, and then Tamara did roll her eyes. Okay, Gwen. George Sims says the backstory looks interesting. Yes, George. And we've
Mm-hmm.
been waiting for it for a while. So I guess we're going to get some information now. Thank goodness. And in the Dalton marriage, Nature states, who do we think wanted their marriage more, Amber or Anthony? Who pursued the one more during the dating relationship? I think Anthony did because I think
Mm-hmm.
he thought Amber had the money, the looks, everything he needed. I also think Anthony, when he came to town, is the person we see today. I
Mm-hmm.
think that facade he had on, Amber did not know who she was really marrying. And Amber wanted to get married and have a white picket fence and children.
Yeah.
And she knew Wayne was not going to marry her. That's my thought on it. Okay, looking for Dave. Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Miss Deborah. Hi,
I said,
Deborah.
Dave,
I have
Dave.
a friend who her name is Deborah and she spells her name Deborah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, well, we're looking for Dave and we can't find Dave. So we'll be glad when he comes back. Gwen says, did anyone notice how Dom was talking about God? Skit God. Now she told Mike's grandma that she believes in Allah, the Quran. I was like, what? I saw the picture, but I didn't read it because of the Dom storyline. for me is a bit much right now. She does too much for me to try to keep up with her.
Yeah,
So
she does a lot.
I glance at it, I get an idea of what's going on, and then I just keep it moving. Because right now, Dom is just doing too much. Trapstar says they need to move Natasha to the Dalton skits. She needs to be Amber's attorney to spice things up. Little ankles will be in trouble. The only problem is that Natasha's not a divorce attorney.
No, she's
But
not.
I actually like the attorney Amber has, and I hope they don't change it. And I say that because I know I said it yesterday. I think this attorney knows how to deal with men like Anthony.
Yeah.
She's very tough. She's very hard. With Jay and Ernestine, they didn't have money. She knows Anthony has money.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why she comes across also the way she does. She knows Amber's not the one with the money. And that's why she's telling Amber all the things she's telling her. And we can't say she's on Anthony's payroll. And I don't even think Anthony's attorney likes him.
She bowed out on Anthony's payroll because Anthony, everything she tells him to do, he does the opposite.
He does the opposite. Mm-hmm.
He be doing the opposite. So she telling him one thing, and it's like she's like, we talked about this. I told you you cannot do this.
And it just goes over it. Like nobody can tell me anything. But I do actually like her for now. And I know that people said, well, she needs to wait to get her money. Well, I do know that attorneys want to be paid on time because I had to pay a divorce attorney and they want their money. I had to borrow some money from my mom to make my monthly payment way back when. I had to get some money from my mom and I worked, but I didn't have it right then and it was due. And she said she had to pay for motions, whoever types them up, have them served, the whole 9 yards. So I understand with real life why they want their money up front. And there are filing fees for things like that. But that's in real life. So why this lady wants it, I don't know. I would think that's probably why they're trying to make her look like she's greedy for money. But I think it's maybe that she's going to file a lot of motions. She's got to make Anthony file a motion. She's going to file whatever she's filing. I think Anthony's in trouble.
Yeah, she just told her she has to file a motion to get him to put her name back on those accounts.
And then she said if he doesn't, however, what if she does it anyway? And maybe she's already looked at his finances.
She may have.
The other thing is we know, and they know we know, that Amber has the initial blueprints because she got it from Brittany. And it's in Amber's laptop because Brittany emailed it to her. Why hasn't that been introduced yet? I mean, these things, people that watch this show, we remember this kind of thing. I even went and pulled an old That Day, and Brittany had on a black and white sweater, and then Amber had on black and white that day. And that's the day when Amber said, I don't want his money. I just want the house.
Right.
Brittany had on a cute black and white striped sweater. And she sent the documents or the findings to Amber's laptop. But there's been no mention of it whatsoever. And I'm wondering, do they think we forgot?
Well, they know y'all haven't forgot.
We did not forget.
They know people have not forgotten about these stories.
We didn't forget. And then
what Anthony's lawyer told him about moving his money, she told him back then.
And remember, he hid the baby at first. He thought he was going to get away with hiding.
He didn't tell her about the baby.
Yeah. And then when she found out, she was not happy. How can you have to tell me? And that's like people who walk around with blinders on. There are
Mm-hmm.
certain things you don't want to do or you don't want to face up to. So you put on blinders like it's going to magically disappear or something,
Yeah.
or nobody's going to find out.
Like, yeah, she can find out about the baby, honey. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah.
So, and then let's see. I'll read some more, and then Miss B, you can jump in.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want, in relationships, whether single or married, this is nature speaking. In relationships, whether single or married, one person in the relationship will be the pursuer more so than the other. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's both, but in generally, it is the one that's driving the desire and fights for it. So
Mm-hmm.
in that case, it does fit because, well, in this case, it doesn't fit because it was Anthony who wanted Amber more in my eyes than Amber did. Amber wanted, the white picket fence. She wanted to be a wife, but Anthony was going after her. But did
Yeah,
he
he
add
was.
money, or did he really fall in love with her, or was she a trophy? What was Anthony's end game for wanting to marry her, or was it just to take her away from Wayne?
Might have been just to take her away from
Because they
Wayne.
were very competitive, those two,
Yeah, they
and
still
they
are.
still are. Yeah, exactly, they still are. So yes, nature, absolutely. And then nature also says, Gwen, Dom will sell anything to Mike and his family members to be in their good graces. Dom really wants to live as the skit God intends, and she will stop the scheming, plotting, and controlling ways. That's
No,
that's
she
that's
won't.
that's the fib she told,
Yeah.
because we know she telling the story. We know she telling the story.
Nah, because you won't. If that's what it takes for you to stop, you will never stop. You have to stop those ways first, and
And
then
she told the
start.
grandparents this.
I don't know. I didn't listen to the whole skit. I just
Oh yeah,
listened to the part, and I only clicked on one of them, and I was like, "Oh, she told my Allah," and both of them were like Allah.
Allah.
Yeah. So, and Mike is right there with her. Allah talks about Jesus too. I'm like,
Don't
Mike, you
start with
buy
that, right?
anything Dom sells.
These people, StreamYard is charging me for two services. And
Oh
I
no.
keep asking them to stop and they won't. So I'm gonna call my bank or my
Yeah.
credit card, because I've got an entry level, but then I upgraded to the core plan. But they're still
Mm-hmm.
charging me for the entry level also, and I've sent them 6 emails.
Okay, nah, yeah, you gotta stop
So
that.
I'm tired of them. I'm sorry, chat. I didn't mean to say that to you. Nate, Marion says nature. What the numbers for Shayla and Anthony were last night, I don't know. But when I look at my shorts, that's kind of a way to measure how the actors are doing
Mm,
and actresses. And I just realized that not too long ago. So when somebody's having a good week or whatever, their shorts will do better than
mm-hmm.
when they're not.
Oh,
Amber's are
okay.
stagnant at about 6,000, and then hers are up and down. Anthony and Shayla are even; they're at about 5,000, and Denisha got like 14,000 on my short. So it's
Mm.
interesting. I just watched to see how the people who look at the shorts react. Angelina might be at a 500,000 by now,
Oh
which would be
yeah.
great. It was 450,000 a few minutes ago. That's a first for me, so I'm really proud of that. Let's see. And then nature says Gwen Eve Sunny is a better fit for Mike. Mike has to come, I'm sorry, out of the streets and be monogamous. He can do it because he was monogamous with Ro before Am Bam resurfaced their feelings. Okay. I don't know.
That
I
was
thought
old Mike. Let me
the
see.
old Mike,
That
yeah,
was that was
that was the
old
old Mike. And I even thought Mike would go back to kind of the old Mike when Shayla left him, but he went berserk
Yeah, he went
when
the
Shayla
opposite
left.
way.
Mm-hmm. And then
He was
Trapstar.
monogamous with Shayla, but
Oh yeah, he loved Shayla and named
mm-mm,
the baby. Mm-hmm.
that was
Yeah.
it. And the thing with Mike is he wants a baby so bad.
And then Blake, I'm hoping she pops back on the scene.
Hmm.
They say she's having a hard time with whatever. I really enjoy all of you guys. Everyone brings their own thing to the skits. That is so true, George. Absolutely. And Trapstar says, I think that would be a good addition to the Dalton storyline because Natasha doesn't really care for Anthony. She named him Little Ankles. That's where Little Ankles came from. It
Oh,
was
that's where it
Natasha.
came from.
Uh-huh. When Natasha and Ro used to work out and Anthony didn't want Natasha there and they
Yeah,
got into a spat, she called him Little
the
Ankles.
ankles.
And that's where it came from. And now somebody from here called him anklets, or they did it on Facebook or something. They called his socks anklets. Because he's always got the little white
Mhm.
socks on. Oh my gosh. Um, okay, Miss B, you want to read some more?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
start
at
with
10:30. So on the 30 where Marion West is.
yeah, I got it. Said nature Amber wanted the marriage more, but Anthony was the pursuer, which is right. It's
Yeah.
about right. George says, oh, you read that one. I really enjoy everyone. They bring their own things to the skids. Gwen, I wasn't reading. I'm sorry, Gwen. Nature, I agree with both of those. Marion says, BTG must recruit country Wayne's of actors. They do.
The black, the
Beyond the Gates, yeah,
yeah,
they
oh,
do.
Beyond the Gates. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
because
it
there are a lot
Ernestine?
of actors that are in Atlanta. So that's where
Mm,
they take back. And
okay.
so
I know.
half the Country Wayne actors
Yeah.
are acting in other places. Also,
Yes.
they're all on Tubi. They're all in everything else. So that's why they have all that mixture. But they are.
Oh yeah, definitely. I saw what's her name? Um J Diva. She was on some movie. I didn't stop because I'm not a Diva fan, but she was on some movie when I was looking for Georgia Peach. I
Yeah, I
passed
think
by
she had
her.
a movie one. It was a while back. I saw it during the Christmas season or
That's
something.
probably what this was. It didn't look like a new
Hmm.
movie, but it was Diva.
I was like, oh, Jocelyn, there she go. That was when I liked her character. Now I don't like her character right
She's
now.
very messy now.
I can't get with her now. When she
Mm-mm.
was, the kingpin running around town, I was fine with her. Gwen says, thanks everybody for joining Nanya since this sis chat. She appreciates you joining us. Yes, she does.
I
Thank
really
you all.
do.
Shy Lady C says, I think Angelina was lying. Okay.
She
Gwen
could have
said
been.
she could have been.
Why is she so worried about Shayla? That's still in my head.
This in your head about something about Shayla. I would leave that alone for a few minutes
Something else
till they
pops.
bring it back again because I can't think that far ahead of what it would be. Gwen says, shy lady C, yes, she is still. Marion says 1.3 million Angelina stole. Yeah, because I had 1.2 on my little note to myself to do my review, but it was 1.3. Nature says, Shy Lady, see, I agree with you that Angelina is leaving some bits and pieces out of the complete story. And she
Hmm.
could be because, she gave Brodie the cliff notes because Brodie wasn't really he don't be paying attention.
Yeah. I did like that skit with Brodie and Ken when they were
Yeah.
celebrating. That was so So well done of two older
Brodie
gentlemen
would
with his
be, he
house,
would have
the
been
cat.
out of all that money had Ken not stepped in, had he
Yes,
not met Ken and Ken saved his butt.
he sure did. I
I was
like that. I like that scene though. That was
like,
pretty nice to see the two brothers doing. I mean, not brothers, but
yeah,
doing that skit. That was refreshing.
yeah, that was. I was like, okay, because Ken saved the day
He
because he
sure
got
did.
sense. Brodie don't have no sense. He don't. I'm like, how
He
you
didn't
didn't
even
even,
check the name of the company. He checked
nothing,
nothing.
nothing. Like after a while, somebody brings you a deal. As they say, if they present something to you that sounds too good to be true, usually
Chances are
is
it
too good to
is
be true.
a
It
billionaire
is.
deal. Really?
Yeah. $1 billion. And she was never interested in the blueprints you were trying to show her. She didn't
Mm-mm.
care about no blueprints. She didn't know how to read them no way.
Exactly. Yeah, I think this is going to be a down day for me, which is good, other than Bethany. So I'm going to be doing my titles. Yes.
Hmm. Nature says, did you notice that Brodie kissed her on the forehead, yet Angelina didn't even react to his kiss? Instead, she said, did you tell Pam that you were in bed with Sincerely? That
I
line
know.
was in, yeah. Because
But
she sure enough told me, you better tell Pam you was in bed with Sincere.
you know what I got
Because
a
it's
little
gonna
bit?
come out.
Angelina still loves Brodie. I mean, I think we kind of know that, but I think she loves Brodie in spite of his cheating ways. And even though she's harsh on him and everything, when she saw that picture, that's when she took off on Sincerely. Boy, did she let her
Mhm.
have it, because she's showing her a picture of Brodie and her. So
Yeah.
Angelina has more feelings for Brodie than they've been showing. She's a
Mhm.
hard cookie, but I think she loves Brodie. And that's why she's so angry about Pam. Just wait. If Pam is pregnant, then what?
That's gonna be crazy.
Then what?
Gwen says, what's crazy is Angelina has Brodie making loan payments. So who are their money going to?
Exactly.
She made fake loan payments. They're going to her.
They're going
And
to
she
her.
said that's what started Pets to Go. So he's still making loan payments.
Exactly.
And he paying Angelina
She runs circles around Brodie.
all the way around him.
Yes. Like she can do Anthony. Except now he's kind of to the point where he listens but doesn't. But oh boy, in the beginning, woo, she was running circles around Anthony.
Yes. It's like he doing. He making loan payments to Angelina. Nancy says today, oh, is the Bethany and Larry show. Oh yeah. And of course, Nancy puts her hashtag free Amber.
Yes.
Shy Lady C says, remember Sincerely called her, oh, Scamalina, and asked her if she remembered saying, what's your social security number? She was lying to Brodie. Well, she
I'm
might have
wondering
been
why
doing
she
some,
asked. Why did she
she
ask about the social security number? Whose did she steal?
ain't no telling. But remember way back when what was that man's name? Patty's daughter's husband.
Who? Patty's Patty's daughter?
Well, it was her daughter, her friend, her husband. When Angelina was supposed to be working on that,
The comedy show or the
n-
politics?
the
The
political
political
campaign.
with Ali?
Yeah, Ali. That's it. Because
Hmm.
it's a
That was
lot of
Brittany's
people.
ex-boyfriend when he was a PI.
Yeah.
Brittany
So
used to date him. Yeah.
he they were talking about what's the man's name, Joe, in New
Joe.
Orleans. Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Joe.
So that may it some of that's gonna tie to Joe. whatever her
Exactly.
and Patty did in New Orleans with Joe. Some
Mm-hmm.
of this that's gonna come back.
That's what
Because
we're
that's
waiting
maybe
for.
some of what Sincerely is talking about also, about what's your social security number.
Exactly.
Because
Because
she
we
was
know
the
she has
manager.
mugshots.
Huh?
We know Angelina was fingerprinted and she has mugshots
Yeah.
because her
So
and
and
Patty had
Brodie
that
act like he
conversation.
don't know that she got mugshot. That
Yeah, he
she
act like he knows nothing.
I was telling you, Brodie's slow. He's slow. He's like, well, I hope you haven't done no fraud with them. Where you been living?
And he did say 15 years ago. Now
Yeah,
keep in
she said
mind,
15 years ago.
now keep in mind that conversation that some of us always bring up about Brodie and Angelina having a conversation upstairs and they were arguing. And he went to say Shayla wasn't his child. And she
Mm.
stopped him dead in his tracks. And now he just said for 15 years. Shayla's got to be 30 something.
Yeah, Shayla 30 something. She more than
So
115.
that should tell us right there, is Brodie really the dad? I
I'm not telling.
Okay, so we don't know what Angelina was doing back then. But that's just something, Miss B, that I would pick up on and hold on to see if it goes somewhere.
Yeah. They won't let Kai go nowhere. They ain't letting Shayla go nowhere.
Kai is Wayne's godson too.
Mhm.
Kai's so
Um, Nature says, Angelina is hot with Sincerely because but more so with Pam at the moment. But interestingly, Angelina didn't tell Pam in the break room about Brodie in bed with Sincerely. Did they go to the break room? Because I didn't see the skit where they actually went to the break room.
I didn't see it either.
And
I didn't
Nature
see it.
says, Gwen, exactly, Gwen. I was thinking the same thing. Who was paying, since he said he was paying on that loan every month? Maybe it's how she started Pets to Go
That's how she
and
started
also
Pets to
paying
Go.
someone else unknown. Yeah, that's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
That
That's
that
what she
money
said.
started Pets to Go.
And they
That's
were
what,
already in construction or something like that
well,
when they
he
met.
the 1.3 million started his construction company,
Mm-hmm.
but the money that he was paying back on the loan is
Went
what
to
she
Pets to
used
Go.
to start Pets to Go. So
Right.
like Angelina,
Only Angelina.
see, that's like I said, I'll tell you,
Only
Angelina,
Angelina.
she be dealing. She talk a lot of junk, but she does a whole lot. She runs that whole family over there.
Yes, she does.
How
That's her
Gwen
first.
says, yeah.
No, go
So
ahead.
Nature, that's what I'm thinking too. But yeah, she running everything over there. Brodie about slow as I don't know what.
Molasses.
God. Nature says Angelina is good at telling people to pay her, like she got Anthony to start paying her that 3,000 to keep him quiet, and Shayla and the baby. That is true, but
Mm-hmm.
eventually that would cut off once Amber knew that. See, that was one thing too, that they had Anthony. They blackmailed Anthony to start out, but once
Sure
Amber
did.
found out, there's no blackmail no more.
Exactly.
Because, like, I ain't got to give you nothing now. Keisha says it's strange that J Diva didn't invite D to her wedding. I thought that was her brother. I guess they fall in and out. I don't know. And Nature says sometimes viewers will call the characters a name and it ends up in the skits.
It
Yeah.
does. We see a lot of our stuff ending up in the skits. The rose-colored glasses, the godsend
Mm.
word, the do you boo. That was even Wayne even said that the other day, and that's my word. I mean, nobody uses stuff that comes from me. My stuff is so
Mhm.
old school and it's from Southern California. I mean, Who talk? Wayne doesn't even. He's not even. He's old enough to be my kid. If I'm being honest. But I mean, we say a lot of things here, and they do end up. Riri says, Auntie Riri says, Knuckerbuck, and
Yeah.
that.
But that was a song, though.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was actually a rap song, and the artists were from Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
It was called
Okay.
"Knuck If You Buck." Yeah,
Yeah, because Dom used that twice that I heard.
yeah, that was actually a song. I
Okay.
forget the name. Somebody in the chat will know who made it, but it was a song.
Okay. So,
Miss Fatal says sincerely called Angelina Scamalina just before the fight. So
okay.
now somebody else may have called her that before,
Mm-hmm.
and then Sincerely's character picked it up. But maybe they go in and review a little bit of the
We know
skits
they do. We
before
had
they
a
act.
couple of
We're talking
people.
about
Yeah.
especially new people.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Or they've given them that much information about the person. And of course, she's accusing Angelina of scamming her. So you would
Makes sense.
call her Scamalina.
Angelina.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
and yeah, Nature says, like how Dom calls Shayla that name, the famous viewer enjoyed referring to her as. The name escapes me right now. Fiona, I think.
Fiona.
Yeah, a lot of people
A
call her
lot of people call her
Fiona in the
Fiona
skits.
because
Fiona.
she looked like Fiona from, what is that, a Disney movie or something?
I think it was
She
Shrek.
looked like her. Shrek. Yes.
Shrek. Yeah.
We did that on O'Neill TV, actually.
Yeah, they did. I see Fiona. People call her Fiona a lot.
That's where they got it, actually. Because it's the same people that were on there that night when we found her. And when you compared her look, she looked like Fiona.
Said she looked like Fiona.
Fiona.
Nature says, Gigi, hello. Hey, Gigi. Thanks for joining and being with us today. Let's keep the tea nice and simmering. And Antoinette says, what if Sincerely kidnapped Kai? We don't need all that. She could, though.
That's what I'm saying. Is that why she called up Shayla? But I mean, was going to, but go ahead, Miss B. I'm gonna leave that one alone for now. Like you
Kai opening
suggested.
up the door, she could grab him.
That's what I'm saying. He's opening that door. And okay.
Okay. Michael Brown says, good afternoon, Nanya, Miss Bat.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Michael, how are you? And Nature says, yes, the safari love for Amber and Dave in Africa. See, somebody else with me. We're going to
I
get them
like
in
that.
safari in Africa.
I like that too. And
all they need is a camera person and
let me tell you. You know what, Miss B? I'm still going with it. They're saying Ray is her fiance. I'm wondering, is Dave her real fiance? And they're just saying Ray. I know that it's supposed to be Ray, but the chemistry between Dave and Amber is off the chart. And we know she's engaged, and they're saying it's to Ray, but I don't know. And we some of the I think it was Magnolia, maybe Trap Star. They looked up the real Dave, so we know that he's a retired ball player from the Supersonics. So they did their research, and then they found Anthony out there with a pink dress on the other platform and some high heels and a purse.
You know, people be having them memes. They had Anthony in one of those memes that they put Trump in, and they be down there walking.
Yes.
Oh my God.
There are
Okay, let me
something. You can
let
take
me
that. I'll
answer
go
this,
ahead and read
Maya.
something. Go ahead,
All
take
right,
that.
let me answer this. Let me.
Okay, no worries. Okay, let's see. Let me start with, I'm just gonna go up a little bit. New skit, Mike and Dominique. Dominique is she ashamed of him? Okay, George, thank you. Diamond Rodriguez says they trashed Natasha's character to where she no longer has common sense. That's so true. Miss Fatale, what will I say? What I will say is the attorney does come off real hungry for money. That conversation could have been a phone call. I think that lady has a reason for doing what she's doing. And yes, she might be desperate for money also, but that lady is going after Anthony's money. I'm telling you. I really think she is. And because you don't want Amber to drop her case, so she has to get paid. And when that attorney says they want their money, they're serious. They will drop you. And I just say that from experience, but I don't know. This is a skit, so who knows what her reasoning is. Miss Fatale, and then Artie says Amber was commenting yesterday. She mentioned that Amber needs to call Brittany and Ali. Hopefully she did? Okay, Artie, I like that. Hopefully we will see Brittany and Ali. That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. Was she on her live? She must have been on a live. That would be great. Hopefully we will see Brittany and Ali. Amber said she was commenting yesterday, and she mentioned that Amber needs to call Brittany and Ali. So that's a hint right there. Because Amber does give us hints. She's notorious for it. And they come true. I asked her one time,
Mhm.
were Amber and Anthony going to have a baby on the clothes sale? She goes, like, no, real quick with her head.
No.
That let's see. We've got the financials on her phone. And Miss Fatale says, I agree with Keisha. Ear hustling on the conversation after Amber told her to go somewhere else. Keisha's always ear hustling. I think Anthony
Always.
falls in love quickly. As soon as the woman rejects him in any way, he is ready to move on to some degree, but not entirely. Because he was always trying to rebound back to Rolanda and serve papers. Well, he did serve the papers. He just should have got a divorce because he served Amber,
Yeah, he did.
but he didn't divorce her, and he should have if he was still in love with Rolanda. Aminata says, Nature, I think Amber learned to love Anthony. She did. I think so too, Aminata. And that's why she tried so hard to be the perfect wife. I think also Wayne giving her that trophy jinxed Amber because then in her mind, she's thinking perfect wife. There's no such thing as a perfect wife. Angela
Mm-mm.
says, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, everyone. Marion says, remember Chantel told Anthony he falls in love fast and moves on fast. 6 wants Charles. And then Natasha will get mad when Charles will be with 6. George Sims says, I think Anthony was competing against Wayne. He was. And Anthony still had Roe and the stripper on his mind. We agree. Nancy B says all these storylines are recycled. Yes, Nancy. And then let's see, Gigi. Wait a minute, I missed some. Let me go back up a little bit. Today is a toxic day for Bethany. Keisha, she antagonizes Lynette on the phone. Larry really is a punk. Um, he's uninvited to the barbecue. Jen says, I didn't like those memes at all. Yeah, they're disrespectful, Jen. Keisha, Keisha says she antagonizes everyone on purpose. And then Gigi says, Nonya, I said in another line, Amber's lawyer is more concerned about the money. Okay. And Amber needs some backup. She does. Amber's always alone. Um, and then we've got Antoinette. If you remember, she did say she knew where the daycare was. She did say that. Sincerely says she knew where Kai's daycare was.
Yeah, but he don't go to the daycare.
Well, he go like twice a week.
Oh, he
I think he
does.
goes like twice a week. Well, he's
Oh,
missing twice a week. He's not with Dad, Angelina, or Shayla, so I'm assuming he
oh,
goes
okay.
like
Yeah, I was
twice
like,
a
we
week.
never seen him even going toward the daycare. Every time we
Okay.
she pulling up to Anthony house.
Yes, exactly. Or we just don't see Kai at all. Okay, and then they're talking about Bethany. Gigi, do they go to Bethany's house? Else, just just antagonize her. And well, you got to say she still goes to Shara's house. As soon as she walks through the door, she starts talking about Shara like a dog. So they kind of mellow each other out or even each other out that way. She gets no pass from me, neither one of them. They're always talking smack to each other. And hi, Angela. I didn't realize Bethany had come home and seen Lynette there. New skit when Dominique and boys Mike going to see her family. Ooh, that's interesting. Angela A. So Bethany showed up while Lynette was there. And then Nature says, preach, Miss B. We haven't seen any daycare in sight. Where did the 4,000K go? Went in Shayla's pocket. I don't even think he really goes to daycare. I just noticed that he's missing 2 days a week. Marion says, I'm concerned about the money. Helps Amber get her money. I'm all for the hope. She does
Mm.
that emergency hearing. We shall see. And hopefully that will be in a couple of days. And I think it is 11:30, probably time for us to check out. So
Yeah,
you
it
guys,
is. It's 2:30.
I won't go online today. Angelina is the daycare. Gigi says Shara didn't start until Bethany started. No, we agree, Gigi. Bethany started the whole mess. We remember. We definitely remember back way back. She called her trash and the whole bit. And then she called the kids the nappy headed kids. So yeah, we remember. Thank you for that, Gigi. Anthony doesn't even ask Shayla about the daycare. Nope, because he's clueless. He doesn't care. Faye Williams says we need Bethany in the skits. We would love to have Bethany come back and be the person that she is. We can only take so many Black Griswold family vacation skits. I love that. Okay,
She
guys,
said
I'm
we
going to
need
go
Bethany
after Miss B
doing
speaks.
doing the Bethany.
So it's Bethany Day today, and
Yes.
apparently, and some other miscellaneous. I'm going to get back to finish renaming all of my videos. Since again, thank you so much for listening to the replays. I submitted my application again, and
Mhm.
I've got to get those titles all in sync. So that's what I'll be doing the rest of the day, and then I'll see you guys for wind down and get that out of the way because I don't know how long it takes them to do what they need to do. And Gwen says, thanks everyone for joining. Nonya says, chat, I appreciate you for joining. I truly, truly do. Thank you so much and have a
Okay.
great day. Stay safe and be careful with, what you're viewing and how much you get, you know, into interaction with people. And Miss B, as always, thank you for
And
coming
thank you
on.
guys for having me and
And you
for
can always come
joining in
on
with
on a
me.
day other than Wednesday if you want to, Miss B. You're
Okay, and I'm
always
gonna
welcome.
go and do my few skits before I have to finish packing. Okay.
Oh, she's leaving. She's going on a trip tomorrow. So Miss
Yeah.
B, yes, we love Miss B.
Yep.
Okay,
And I
Gwen,
will
thank
put it
you.
on my channel that I'll be gone for a few days. So
Okay.
I might
And
check in. It depends on what the internet. I usually my phone service will work on most of the
mhm,
islands. So
yeah. And I think St. Thomas is such that it's probably grown a lot. Boy, did I meet a handsome guy on there. I didn't talk to him, but he was handsome. But I'm sure he was trying to get to the States. Peace and blessings, Artie. Thank you guys. Take care. We'll talk to you later. I'll
all
see
right,
you
bye
at Wind Down.
everybody.
And Miss B is saying goodbye. Go ahead,
Bye,
Miss B.
Nanya. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, Miss B. Are you going to stick around after?
No, I'm
Or
gonna go ahead and
you're
go on.
gonna go? Okay.
Uh-huh. All right.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and click off. Bye-bye. Talk to you guys later. Thank you, Jen. Thanks, Marion. Safe travels, Miss B. Okay. Bye-bye. And yes, I'll let her know, Nature. Okay.